All right, welcome to another league with, you guessed it, green-white Reclaimer AmuLIT. Reclaimer AmuLIT. I'm playing the same list that I just played in the previous league, so if you want to see a deck, recommend you check it out there. But yeah, this is gonna get shipped, and this is gonna be kept. Holy smokes, this hand is very good. Okay, how are we doing the thing here? I think I am going to ship the Windswept Heath, which really sucks, but because I'm going for AmuLIT on one. Yep, there we go. This can get forced, I guess, but if it does, that's kind of fine. Not too upset about that. Oh, it's that deck. Well, now I wish I had played Reclaimer on one. So we're playing against the Living End. We have access to Bojuka Bog. Because I guess there's... that's kind of a brutal draw, because... now it really incentivizes me to play Dryad. I guess that my opponent can't have Remain, so this is just fine. They could have Brazen Borrower, I guess. So they can like cycle something else, and then next turn they can do their combo. But what's up, Lex? ¿Cómo andas? I have to give one of my creatures flying. That's hilarious. Yeah, it's not a May. That's really funny. So I'm assuming that I'm getting comboed out here. You can't let me untap, opponent. Watched you yesterday's stream and you said that AmuLIT is bad against control and especially against Esper. I think the same, and I'm playing with only 3 cards on the second card in the main. It's going well. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it works out. Yeah. What's up, Mama? Okay. Yeah. That's annoying. So I'm taking 5, 10, down to 3. If I find another AmuLIT and my opponent doesn't have Brazen Borrower, I can win. Because I can 16 them. Play this. Prime time. Oh, I have to play this actually. So play this, prime time. I lose anyway. I can get Kalni. Kalni Fountain doesn't do it. If this had been an Azusa, maybe I would have been able to do it. I guess even a Dryad would have been fine. I think we are done for, though. First step. Get Glacial Chasm. Glacial Chasm. It's a good one. What matters here? They could have, like, as foretold. None of this really excites me, I don't think. I think I'm just gonna submit the same. They could have stuff like Leyland of Sanctity, but if they do... Yeah, I guess that would suck. If they had Leyland, that would suck, but... But now that I know what I'm playing against, like, I would have led on turn 1 Reclaimer if I had known that I was playing against this deck. And I think we would have won that game. That we just kind of got because my opponent was on the play and then they went like turn 1 basic island. So I wasn't gonna put them on blue living end. The turn 1 Reclaimer is super strong against them. Because it basically forces their hand, right? They need to use one of their living ends, or unless they find like Bracing Boar, where Bracing Boar is the only answer that they can have. Don't love this hand, but it's okay. Gonna hold on to the Growth Chamber for a turn, I think. Because if I find the bounce land, like if I find a Dryad, I'm gonna want to make the Dryad uncounterable, and then I'm gonna want to like reset the cavern. Dryad Azusa, AmuLIT, nope. Thassa Circle banned in Historic. Sure. Whatever makes the people playing Historic happy. Whatever makes them happy makes me happy. I wonder if I should have played the Growth Chamber just so I can play a County Garden to block the 5/5. Certainly interesting. We may be pretty dead here. I kept this hand like hoping that we got a little bit of extra help, and we just didn't. Just drew some blanks. Yep, that doesn't help me in the slightest. Does not help me in the slightest, unfortunately. Is there anything that does help me here? I assume that my opponent is going to, like, they have outbursts and they're going to try to wait until I resolve a Titan, and they will kill the Titan and my entire board, and they will try to set up a 1-turn kill. I imagine that's what they're gonna try to do here. Seems like they're the smartest way to go about it. If they're doing the thing here, like this is actually good for us. Because we can stabilize against this board. Well, that's exactly 20. Oh, never mind. That is exactly 20. Well, there goes that. See you for the next round. Well, I'm gonna keep this hand. The upside is just way too high for me to not keep this. Blooming Marsh. Hex Drinker. Here's my little elf dude. No Lurrus, that's a good point. Wow, really? Ugh. Don't you want to play Lurrus? Sure. So now we get to AmuLIT into Vesuva, copy my opponent's Blooming Marsh. There is actually an argument for copying their Forest, in case they blow up my AmuLIT and I want to enable Cassid Garenbrig. Well, I guess we get to wait. This is indeed the Liana. That's going to be kind of annoying, honestly. Goyf is fine. Yeah, my opponent should have definitely attacked there. I'm actually gonna get Sanctuary here because I have a Ledamber Skull, which is funny. Find Sanctuary. Bounce this, play my land for turn, play my Dryad. Play Vesuva, copying this. Opponent's maybe gonna kill this, maybe not. So now we just get to call on end step. And depending on what they do, we have like a bunch of different options. Even if they kill both my Dryad and my Reclaimer, I can still call for Titan and Pact for Azusa or vice versa, so... I think I'm liking my spot here. Yeah, suit up that Hex Drinker, opponent. I know you want to. You need to be drinking that Hex, otherwise, you know. Gotta be drinking that Hex. Collective Brutality. No, push doesn't grow the Goyf. They literally just fetched. Assassin's Trophy. Well, they missed on a point of damage by doing that. Like, if they were gonna do that anyways, they gave up a little bit of equity there. So I really want to activate Reclaimer to get Bog. So I can either play second Reclaimer or I can play second Dryad. I think I'm gonna play second Dryad. If they have Maelstrom Pulse, I'm gonna be very, very sad, but still think it's worth doing this. Spicy list we're playing today. Yeah, it's the one that Apriolo has been doing really well with. We had him on Titan Talk today, and don't Maelstrom Pulse me, baby. Okay. Liliana's fine. Liliana doesn't do anything here, actually. Now we have perfect info. Each player discards a card. You got it. Instant land. To spell ourselves. Seems like a good deal. We eat Tarmus. Yep. Get God, Goif. Get God, Goif. I mean, not that it matters, but like I wonder why they wouldn't level up the Hexdrinker there. Literally does not matter. But still. Face, face, face. Face is the place. Face, face, face. Got him. All right. The Rock. Playing against The Rock. Now what? That was the easy part. And now the last cut. And now the last cut. Maybe Ashok's in the board. Been a while since I had to think about Lurrus Rock. Oh, you're right. I have Celestial Purge in my deck. Yeah, that card's awesome. Also kills Liliana. Yeah, definitely one Purge. Maybe Ashiok's a reason for cutting one Summoner's Pact, but I don't want to cut a second one. What happened? They died. I guess Surma. I don't think it's that good of a matchup. It's mostly a matter that I kept skeptical hands. But yeah, I wouldn't say like it's a miserable matchup. Like I would also not think that it's particularly great. So it's a little bit in the middle. Discard spell. Choose your poison. Take the amulet. Okay. Here's a reclaimer. Maybe they have decay or trophy. Decay. Okay. They showed me trophy. But I guess I can't really play around that. No, I guess I can, so it's actually shock here. They know about the purge and maybe they won't play Liliana. 70-30 for you. I don't think that you could have had enough enough sample size to say that the matchup is 70-30, but I'm gonna say that I agree that it's probably not favorable for me. Am I just pitching the Summoner's Pact here? Like, I definitely don't want to be pitching either one of these. I think I'm just pitching... yeah, I guess I'm pitching the Summoner's Pact. Crazy to think of, honestly. Yeah, let's play Valakut and pass the turn. If they have a Discard spell, we get super punished. But I think that if they had a Discard spell, they would have used it before playing Liliana. What I don't want to happen is for my tracker to, you know, for me to play my tracker and then my opponent just destroys it before I get to, well, I guess I stand corrected. So these were, I guess, the two worst draws in the deck. Like, even if these were Flagstones, that would have been better. At least they helped me grow my Reclaimer. But this is just embarrassing draws. So I'm gonna bounce the Vestige here, because if I find T-West, I can transmute it. But I think we're gonna lose to this Bob now. Like, that second Thoughtseize, which again, I think that they either misplayed or they... I don't know. Like, the fact that they didn't... I would have Thoughtseized before because Liliana is just so good. So like you get to Thoughtseize away the Celestial Purge and then you just slam Liliana and you're just winning very easily from there. Yeah. I mean, if they don't find anything, we have a shot here, actually. God fucking damn it. Ugh. Land Thoughtseize are the two last cards. Wait. Did they just not count my mana? Did they miscount my mana? Like, this guy is not gonna hold up to this one. There's a little bit of a disparity here. So I think that they just didn't think that Simic was gonna tap for 2 mana. That's the only reasonable explanation, to be honest. Now they Thoughtseize? But now they can't push plus Lily. Gato Gelato, thank you for the follow. Sure. Push resolves. And now what? I think I'm gonna bog myself and I'm gonna Tolaria West here. It's bad if my opponent reveals Lily. But they can't really take it either. Is Ruin Valak a good deck today? It hasn't been a good deck in years. But I think somebody did well with it not long ago. So that's just one of those things that, you know, if you get the good matchups, like you may be able to you may be able to do the thing, you know. Field of Ruin. Maybe they do that into Lily. They have to field my Simic Growth. And then I just blow up Last Zone. Buy a bunch of time. Yeah, that's... Out of all the options that they had there, that was the worst one. Yeah, I don't know. My opponent felt like they were... Maybe they were new to the game, because it felt like they were making plays that didn't really make sense to me in terms of like how they were sequencing things or how they were prioritizing things. So it's possible that they were just not familiar with the matchup. Anyway, see you for the next round. All right, round number 3. Turn 3 Dried into turn 4 Titan. We are on the draw. Opponent moves to 6. But the economy kind of incentivizes me a little bit to get frisky with it, you know? Let's see what they're up to. Move to 5. No companion. No Tron. I mean, if we can dodge turn 3 Tron, this hand could actually do some damage. So we Bodos Garrison. Like, I'm not gonna go Squatter here. I guess I can't really Bodos Garrison either, so I'm just going to play this land and say go. And then next turn I get to Dryad into Go Squatter. If they are Natty trying to Karn, we lose, but if they don't, well, that's the Natty Tron. And that is the Karn. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Seems fine. Don't care about those cards. Just to make me notice. I owe you something. What do I owe you, Rodrigo? Seems like I'm having some connection issues here. Twitch is acting stupid. This hand does not beat Tron. This hand does not beat Tron either. Oh, push-ups. I owe you push-ups. This hand does not beat Tron either. Bottom 4 cards, I don't think I'm going to be able to beat Tron, period. So I'm going to keep this, bottom this, and the Redundant Titan. And I guess I can go turn 1 Heath, turn 2 Call for Reclaimer. Yeah, I guess we're doing that. It does speed me up a little bit. Gonna call for Reclaimer. Because if I want a Titan, I'm gonna need the Reclaimer. Yeah, I can't see Twitch, so I can't really see. Twitch is just not working. I don't know why. Whatever. So I have to. I'm streaming blind. I'm streaming blind right now. I have no idea what's going on. I have very limited access to chat, so behave. Chat, please behave. Because I don't have control over anything. Because Twitch is crashing for me. Although I guess I wouldn't be surprised if Twitch is crashing for me, that it's crashing for everybody else. It's even crashing for my opponent. Maybe the Gracer attack really caught them off guard, you know? It's sucked up now. Unleashed. Freedom! Look at that Gracer attack. My opponent completely perplexed, have been stuck thinking about it. They're like, wait, what does that mean? Attacking with Gracer there? What does that mean? Hopefully my opponent plays a Worm Coil here. Card Liberated is not beatable, I don't think. Fuck, man. Can we please draw a prime time? Yeah, I don't want to play the card game. Alright, see you for the next round. Alright, welcome to round number 4. Opponent's about to reveal a companion over there. Yeah, I'm having some technical difficulties right now, but it seems like it's working fine. So the technical difficulties are just on my end. So my opponent says good luck, and they say, hey chat, So say hi to chat. Say chat to my opponent. Say chat to my opponent. What? What is this? Who is this? What? Yep, keeping this hand. And I think we can very nicely play around. We can very nicely play around the Inquisition, of course. Select my opponent's playing an Lurrus deck. So I'm gonna go turn 1 Gracer, play Kalni, and now we can, even if we draw a Dryad, we're fine. Noble Hierarch. Noble Hierarch. What the hell does that mean? Welding jar. Wait, what? Oh, it scales. It scales, but with Noble Hierarch, I guess? Okay. Oddly enough, we have to play Boros Garrison here because I don't have second green in order to cast this prime time unless I have the green off of this one. That's really funny. You never know how to play against this deck. Yeah, I mean it's tricky, and it's fun. I think the Scales deck is always very, very fun. I tried it a couple of times here on stream, and it was every time it just was a great time. I think I'm gonna take my chump here because all it takes is my opponent to draw a Ballista or something, and we're just in really bad shape. The interesting thing, well, look at that. The interesting thing about this is that it really shows how much more fun and interesting it is Magic because it has art in it. You know, I think that I don't know if I would have ever picked up Magic if it didn't have any art at all. So at least we learned that today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't haze this bad boy, but what we can do is we can get Ghost Quarter so we don't die to the Ink Moth. And how else can we die? Only way we can potentially die is to Ravager. What secret layer are opponent's cards from? Exactly. That's funny. Another Welding Jar. Sounds good. I also love how my opponent like can't cast any of their, you know, even if they had a Lurrus, they wouldn't really be able to cast it. I guess the Noble Hierarchs gives them white mana. One, two, three. So I guess this is lethal because they don't have enough to kill a Dryad. Pact for Dryad. 3 mana. Attack, double Valakut, Reclaimer, lethal. There is a chance that my opponent can do something cute, like kill their own. No, but that doesn't net them. It doesn't net them anything. Like they could maybe like, you know, kill their own ballista kind of deal, you know, kill their own ballista, put the counters on the other ballista. So if they had like a hardened scales in play, they could have done something like that. But without a hardened scales, it just doesn't do anything. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's potentially good. That's potentially good. These are good. And I think I want Gracers. So these are all the maybes. Cards I don't like. Bujuk Bog. Cavern. I wonder if I should just cut the Reclaimers here. I probably don't want the calls. They're gonna be too slow, most likely. Castle's fine. Birdie Pool's fine. Could cut Sunhome, maybe? Feels like I'm gonna be winning with Valakut more often than not. Yeah, I don't think I can realistically cut Reclaimer. Like, Reclaimer is just so sick. See shaving one Azusa for a Gracer, though. Textless, borderless, artless. Yeah, that's how I like my cards. Blast Zone seems legit very good in this matchup. What if we cut that and we cut one Reclaimer? You see, you can safely cut Reclaimer because you're always going to find multiple copies of it in your opening hand. I thought that my opponent was gonna, you know, choose to have some art for game number 2, but apparently they choose to go with the artless version of their cards, which is fine. Like, it is definitely looks interesting, at least. It's a big Arcbound worker. Ooh, that's nice. That's really nice. So play a blocker, play Vestige, make mana, play Castle, sack Vestige, get Flagstones. That's neat. It's pretty neat. So, Phyrexia's Core. I think I'm taking this 5. Huh. That's a large Hunterback Walker. We do have explosives. So I guess I'm probably not going to be using Blast Zone anymore. So since I'm not using Blast Zone, we can do that and this. And now I can pass the turn. We can also just get Valakut. And I can just pack for Dryad. Interesting that my opponent chose to go kind of all in on the Hangerback Walker as opposed to going all in on the, like, waiting to draw a Ballista or a Ravager to go all in with. Little Donnie asks, why is Rush so awesome? Is it Giddy or Neil Peart? When you say or, I think you mean and you also forgot about Alex Lifezone. So the correct answer is all of the above. Can we squeeze in Azusa? I don't think we can. Yikes. So my opponent is gonna pop the Ravager, the Hangerback. Can we set up lethal here? We fetch Valakut, Pact for Dryad, play Dryad, play this Vesuva, copy 2. I think we can. Yep, now we can. Dryad. Copy Valak. Face. Face. Reclaimer. Reclaimer. Reclaimer OP. Reclaimer OP. Thank you for correcting you. Yeah, exactly. See you for the last round. All right, last round. Sure, skip this. Can go turn 1 Reclaimer if it survives. Awesome. If it doesn't survive, we can still turn 3 Azusa. Develop our mana pretty nicely. Now the question is, how good are we? And can we find the flagstones off the top? Reclaimer equals dead. We may be playing against Prowess. That's great. I really wanted to try this matchup. Really wanted to try this matchup. Oh, we're not playing against Prowess. Dreadhorde is Pog though. I think I'm gonna throw Azusa under the bus because Azusa sets me up for Titan. I will hook you up with some push-ups after this round, Rodrigo. Fear not. Sedgemoor Witch. Wow. Do I want a Vestige here? I'll see why not. Then we can go Valakut. Valakut Stronghold. Fetch for Temple Garden. Haste Prime Time. We have to pay for packs, so we want to watch out for that. Serve. Tolari West, and I kind of want double T West here, actually. Yeah, let's do double T West. I could have gotten like Colony Garden, maybe. It's kind of sketch. Sure. That's cute. I mean, it's better than just, you know, taking it and dying, so. This is just awesome. Look at this. And it's even worse because, like, my opponent clearly cares, right? Like my opponent clearly cares. They have the OG duel, they have the old border arcanist. Like they actually care. Like they're going the extra mile. Full art Sedgemoor Witch. They're going the extra mile to have the nicer versions of cards. And my MTGO is like, yeah, whatever. Don't even care. Makes me feel bad for my opponent. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could. I feel like I have to go for Dryad here. And I feel like I have to kill this thing. Metamorphose, okay. Because we have OG Crumbling Vestige. No, I mean, I do care as well. I don't have, the only thing I don't have OG is the Windswept Heaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Opponent has exactly 1 card in hand. If they have Bolt, I take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's not enough. If they have Lava Dart, I take 6 plus, I guess Lava Dart is 8 damage, so it would be exactly lethal. So I think I take it. If they have exactly Lava Dart, we lose, but we beat everything that's not Lava Dart, and I feel like beating my opponent is going to be a lot easier if I don't just like put myself dead to Bolt, like if they answer my Dryad. So I think this is correct, just to take the damage, go to 8, and then just untap. Land just wins, exactly. Sweet. Alright, so we want that, we want these, we want Gracers, we want Blast Zone, we want Radiant Fountain and Engineered Explosives. Opponent's playing Sedgemoor Witch. I really doubt that they're playing any sort of like counter spell. If anything, they're playing Gust, and I don't even think that they should be playing Gust. Gonna cut 2 Reclaimers. Keep the amulets, keep the paths. When they cut a land, can cut a Sun Home. There's an argument for cutting. I guess I don't want to cut Sun Home because we want to raise. There's an argument for cutting Flagstones. There's an argument for cutting Basic Forest. Fetch land even. Can cut a fetch. This image to reveal starting a week? I think so. I mean, technically they have already started, but Reclaimer seems like it's a lot better on the play than on the draw, because if you get to Reclaimer, I like this hand. If you get to Reclaimer, then if you Reclaimer on 1, then your opponent is forced to, on the first turn, use their, like they need to kill the Reclaimer as opposed to be able to develop their own game plan. Metamorphose. Dread Horror. Supposed to get answers to Matter's block tomorrow. Well, I'm putting to play the witch here. Wildfire. Sounds good. Got me. I've seen a lot of folks bringing this in against AmuLIT, which I find, I don't know, pretty strange. I think I can count. I can count with the fingers of in one hand the amount of times that I've lost to this card. It is not very many. Opponent's doing a great job at spinning their wheels. Just doing nothing over here. Just this Gracer completely blanked my opponent's entire game plan. just chilling there doing nothing. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I'll block you. You wanna kill my Gracer? Go nuts. Sure. Well, here's this guy. How do you feel about this guy, opponent? Let's do Stronghold, and I guess we can get a Valakut. The problem is that if we get the Valakut, we expose the Valakut to another Cleansing Wildfire. Just gonna get a Blast Zone. Gracer too strong. Never seen me draw AmuLIT. I am extremely unlucky. I feel like that's a feature, not a bug in this stream. I'm just extremely unlucky, you know. Jeez, my opponent's flooded hard. Also, I guess my opponent sideboarded into their deck that actually has art, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Mad respect for my opponent, by the way. Mad respect for my opponent for getting the objectively better, the objectively superior version of every single card. That's great. Are we about to get surgical here, chat? What do we think? Are we about to get surgical right now? Wildfire. So bad. So bad. No surgical? Phew. Yep. Sweet. Awesome. 3 and 2, 4 and 1 and 3 and 2. Not bad, not bad. I like this idea. Not sold on the Blast Zone. This one is definitely gonna warrant more testing before I'm, you know, convinced and happy to put it in my deck. I'm sold on the Mystic Repeals, and I'm sold on the Force. I feel like these are just, I like that part. I'm not playing Pact of Negation, so that is, you know, one of the downsides of this list over here. On the plus side, however, we have very, very clean mana requirements. So, like, you know, even Pact of Negation is a card that it's not particularly easy for us to pay for when in our entire deck we only have access to 8 blue sources. I guess it's technically 10 over here. I guess it's 9. 9 blue sources total. So, like, it's not particularly easy for us to pay for the blue pact, and not only it's not easy, but it also kind of like steers our mana in a way that we don't really want to. I don't know how good I think that the combo decks are gonna be. You like EE number 2? Yeah, I mean, I think that EE number 2 is the safe place to go, right? But what I'm trying to see here is if Blast Zone is better. Blast Zone does have a couple of significant upsides over explosives. Number 1, your opponent cannot like K-command it. Number 2, it works under Karn. Number 3, you can immediately fetch it and blow it up to kill Death Shadows and Swift Spears. Plays around Stubborn Denial and anything like that. So like there are significant upsides of Blast Zones over explosives. It can be gotten by Reclaimer, of course. So it's not that clear cut. Like I don't know yet that I prefer the Blast Zone over the explosives, mostly because I have not played against the Prowess decks as much as I wish I had. If I had, you know, like a couple of matches where I can test the Prowess matchup and I can see the difference between having access to Blast Zone versus having access to explosives, then, you know, things are going to be a little bit clearer. But so far, I don't really have that large of a sample size, and like I have not cracked this card a single time so far. So plays around Tigin Boggles, also true. There are a bunch of upsides that this card has. Obviously, the downside is massive, right? Like you're down a land, like that's no joke in a deck like this one, and that's why we have not really seen Blast Zone see much play in AmuLIT decks before. Like that's not a coincidence. It's not that they just printed this card. Like this card has been legal for like 2 years at this point, but like there definitely is a significant upside in just blowing up one of your own lands. But I think that you know, testing more makes sense to me. I do like this main deck a lot. I think that the main deck is pretty great. As far as the Cyber goes, that's when things get a little bit shakier, and I'm probably gonna keep working on this list specifically for maybe the next day or two, and trying to figure out whether I want to be playing this or I want to be playing a Karn version in this weekend's showcase. Still unclear. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video, folks. Take care. Bye bye.